Hey YouTube, this is Mega Dweezil coming at you from the great Indiana wilderness, and we're out here today in the blustery March weather. Snowed earlier this week, so we're still like a little confuzzled about when we're actually going to be able to get plants in the ground. But behind me, as you can see, is our finest kind super chicken coop. This thing is about, I'm going to guess what, just 15 square feet?
Sure.
Yeah. And to be announced how many chickens are actually going in this thing. Josephine is in charge of the chicken ranching. I know exactly squat about chickens. I'm barely competent with earthworms, so, you know. But anyway, this is it. Cut this all out of native timber. And seems to be, you know, holding up well. It's weathered the winter well. The inside of the coop, you know, we're still working on a little bit, but we've got 3 roosts, and we're going to have 3 nesting boxes, and yeah, it should keep them nice and protected and at least halfway away from the varmints. We're going to have to tighten some stuff up. Anyway, the important thing here is not only is this a chicken coop, but around the outside you can see we've got some raised beds here, which again, that's another Josephineism. Okay, I've never done this before, but she decided we're going to have raised beds around this coop. Now, this gives you an amazing amount of room. A lot more than what I thought, and just from what we grew, you know, directly alongside of the house in planter beds last year, you can see the potential for it. This is going to be basically for climbing plants, of course. We're going to have the, you know, things like cucumbers, climbing squashes, beans, things like that will actually get a hold of this stuff and go on up. We don't know how well it's going to survive the chickens. That's another, you know, thing that we're going to see. But we're going to start here with our vermicompost in these beds. We're also going to use worm tea on them, and as you can see, if you look over here, okay, we've got considerable space around the edge of this chicken coop that we can actually, you know, get some planting in. This is the area where Josephine feeds the woodpeckers. I haven't seen any woodpecker around here for a long time, and come to find out that there's about 25, and they now sit out here and wait for me. They're also eating my freaking posts, but that's okay. Anyway, what's going to go in here right now, this is just, you know, your plain old Indiana crappy dirt, okay, but what's going in here is, Joseph flash right behind her, we have this excellent compost pile here that's been composting all winter, and we got all kind of veggies. We've also impregnated that with some worms, and impregnated, is that the word?
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway, and over here we have the finest kind crappy Korean trailer, and in this crappy Korean trailer, which we were using to haul firewood one time, at which point, you know, the tires blew out, and we said fuck it, turned it into a bed for both vermicompost and our Alabama jumpers worms, which are aerators. They're gardening worms. They go, they're lateral burrowers, and they're very good at keeping the roots of your plants aerated and things of that nature. So we got more than one kind of worms. We're going to see in a little while how these guys weather the winter. But in any case, you know, as you can see, just with a little area here, I guess I've got an area here probably about the size of a large urban backyard. We're going to be able to do chickens. We're going to be able to do, you know, a lot of vegetables. We have an additional vegetable bed over here, which is, you know, we may be turning that into a deck. We haven't decided yet.
I'd like a deck.
Would you like a deck? Yeah, I know.
I'd like some private sunbathing spot.
He likes the, and we've got the 5 garden beds out here out front, and we've also got 5 more over across the road. So we're going to see what it is that we can actually get to grow this year. From me, Josephine, and Buddy the dog, noble beast that he is. Is he looking at them cows over there?
He's watching for those birds.
Yeah. He failed to chase off the Jehovah's Witnesses this morning. What the hell?
But he chased off the buzzards.
Yeah, he did chase off the buzzards. So anyway,